Hey everybody, Jayborino here, welcome back. Continuing Warcraft 3 The Frozen Throne. Moving on to the Alliance campaign this time, Curse of the Blood Elves. Also, if you couldn't tell, at the end of the Sentinels campaign, it's that time of year again. I've got a seasonal cough, just a persistent cough due to some allergies. So I apologize in advance if it's a bit intrusive, but I will persevere. Chapter 1, Misconceptions. Let's go. At Grand Marshal Garithos' base camp near the outskirts of Dalaran, Kalthas and his warriors arrive bearing ill news.
You are late, Prince Kalthas. I thought you elves prided yourselves on punctuality.
It could not be helped, Lord Garithos. We ran into a group of night elves from across the sea.
I am not interested in your fanciful excuses. You elves are here to serve the Alliance. Thus you will obey my commands to the letter. Is that clear?
Yes, Lord Garithos.
Now, the undead have begun a new offensive to retake Dalaran. Their primary strike force marched south through Silverpine, but we managed to halt its advance at the base of the mountains.
My men are ready to fight, my lord. When shall we leave for the front?
We will be leaving immediately, but your people will be staying here. Our scouts report that a second strike force may be heading this way from the east. I need you to repair the outlying observatories so that we can monitor that region.
But, my lord, we are warriors, not—
You have your orders, Prince Kalthas. I trust your elven ears heard them clearly enough. Move out!
Insolent son of a— Let's get this over with.
Think I'm gonna miss that priest heal, though, you know?
My people—
Alright, let's start this campaign out right and grab an extra hidden item right at the beginning here. Yeah, so we have to repair those observatories. So this is odd. We can grab a really good item early with Kalthas, destroy this tree.
It shall be done.
Gotta use a lot of mana to do it, but it'll be worth it. And release a bird. Kill the bird, and it drops a Robe of the Magi. Look at that. So we get a +6 primary stat item on Kalthas straight away, which is awesome. Let's come on over here, we can kill some Murlocs. So that's, again, it's particularly well hidden. It's very odd to me. What I don't like is that we are forced to have a level in Banish, which I think is a good spell in certain circumstances, primarily in PvP, because it slows enemies down and they take more damage from upfront spells. The issue, though, is that he only has Flame Strike right now, and that's more of an AoE spell, so using Banish, which is 75 mana followed up by Flame Strike, it's just not really a good tactic, if you ask me. So I will probably not be using Banish, and if we can find a Tome of Retraining from like a Goblin Merchant, we will certainly utilize that where we can. And Kalthas, being a hero, does have more passive HP regeneration, so I'm okay with him tanking a little bit, obviously, as long as he doesn't die. And if we keep him in the back, he won't get targeted down for the most part, so we can kind of trade him back and forth from the front. All right, let's grab this Scroll of the Beast, decide when to use that. All right, let's get down here. These are relatively simple enemies to kill, so again, I'm going to try to conserve his mana where possible. We do have these priests. We can control this peasant. I think what I'm going to do is repair this and then build a lumber mill up here once we get enough gold. This was a recommendation on my old video by another user who said that lumber tends to be an issue again later on this map in particular. So if we can start getting lumber as soon as possible, then that should make a big difference. Also, our spell breakers are immune to magic, so we can hit them with Flame Strike to our heart's content. I want to be very judicial with where I use Flame Strike, because it can be, again, really draining on mana, especially on a micro mission like this where we have limited units at the beginning. So let's just be, again, quite careful, and then our priests are going to run out of mana also. Okay, we got Fellstalkers here. Where are you going, buddy? Come back.
Of course.
So again, once this is done, we'll get some awesome vision. It's actually using all of our lumber to repair this, but again, it gives us a huge amount of vision. Move on down here. Please don't mana burn me, bro. And in fact, let's just go ahead and use Kalthas' mana in case that does happen. And I'm okay with him getting hit again because he can get healed directly by the priests. And he has better passive health regen for that matter. So, again, Kael'thas just kind of stay in the back. I prefer if you healed my frontliner, buddy, but you know what, it's fine. Hopefully we can get a Rune of Mana here or something, and we just rotate these guys out. We want them hitting, yeah, Rune of Mana. We want them hitting my Spellbreakers, who can absorb a little bit more damage. But our footmen now have heavy armor. Spellbreakers do as well, but again, they're just tankier in general.
I'll do my best. Months ago, we buried a number of supply caches in this area. Perhaps it's time we dug them up. We'll need all the resources we can get our hands on.
Okay, well, we're right by one of them.
Outstanding.
Okay, let's get in here. I'm going to go ahead and throw down a Flame Strike in the back here on these melee units. And then I'm going to take my footmen and come back here and kill these backliners. Spellbreaker taking some heat. Let's rotate him out. This level 5 is kind of a problem. But we should be fine again, as long as they're hitting Kael'thas or something like that. We're not losing any units. It's just mana on the priests. And this guy, again, is going to keep hitting Kael'thas here. Turn off heal right now. These guys actually do a little bit of magic damage, which will be helpful against these guys with against these guys with high heavy armor. High heavy armor. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so what do we got up here? Just more. Oh, these all do piercing damage, so we just lead with the footmen on defend. Obviously going to need more mana here pretty soon, so go defend, get on in there. Kael'thas has enough mana. I think we throw down a Flame Strike in the back. I have to decide what we want to level up on him. Getting a level in Siphon Mana certainly seems smart. So you just stay back, buddy. Getting a level in Siphon Mana seems smart, though at the same time, if we're just judicial with where we use his mana, I think Flame Strike would be, just getting a level 2 Flame Strike would be the right choice.
I feel edgy.
Because that extra damage is huge with that AoE.
Yes, my friend.
Okay, and hopefully we get another mana rune. I gotta spread damage out a little bit better. Having one guy really low HP doesn't help my mana.
Supplies. This will prove useful. It shall be done.
Okay, Tiny Castle is nice.
My pleasure.
And that was a Rune of Healing, which, again, I need mana right now, so let's see if we can find some. Kael'thas has enough, though, for one Flame Strike, and we have Banish. And I gotta keep an eye out for just random treasure. Again, I think we found the best treasure on this map, which is the Robe of the Magi, which is something I'll probably keep for the majority of the rest of the campaign. Okay, let's go defend again, because we got some piercing damage. Lead with Kael'thas. And then that looks like a pretty good Flame Strike right there. Okay, this guy is going to die, so we got to run him out. What I do see is a Fountain of Mana there, so we can just sit near that. I typically don't do this. I guess I did it at the end of the Sentinel campaign, but I might make a cut if we're just going to sit by the fountain. If we ever want to back up to the fountain as well, I may just go ahead and cut that out of the video, because again, we're just going to sit here on the fountain.
The observatory has been repaired. Let's move quickly and get to work on the others.
Okay, so I am going to build a lumber mill up here. Again, the more lumber that we can stockpile early before we build a base, the better. Because once we get this base set up, there's an enemy group that will attack it, and we're going to be short on lumber, and etc., etc. So I think that'll be the smart way to get started here. My concern is, by building one building, will that activate the enemy AI that's on the main island? I don't know. I suppose we'll find out. Anyway, let me make a cut while we wait for mana. Okay.
I sent something.
Is min-maxing Jayborino your favorite Jayborino? Well, then this is the video for you. Here, you know what? Maybe we can engage these under the Fountain of Mana, at least with the priests back here.
What's the hold?
So if we can maybe bring some of these guys over towards us.
Outstanding. It shall be done.
Let's see how far up they're willing to go. Back up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, we want to engage them directly under the fountain. Flame Strike here. Oh, don't walk into that. Did they dodge the well, I think they're just leashing. I was going to say, maybe they dodged the Flame Strike. It's kind of hard to say. Let's just keep an eye on which units are getting low here and then move them out. They're leashing, so this works out pretty darn well. We can mana burn this guy. Mana burn, or feedback, rather, is pretty strong against this.
People must be avenged.
I guess let's just get in there. Take these guys out, and then we can go and sit and wait for mana again. Not really my favorite thing to do. All right, run out of here, buddy. Run out of here, buddy. Let's just keep moving the footmen back. And our Spellbreakers are just so much better equipped. Oh, Rune of Lesser Resurrection. That's not the one that... No, okay, that resurrects our own guys, not the enemies. Because sometimes you can, you get resurrection runes and you can resurrect the enemy units, and you get like a really strong unit for it. I think there's an ogre on this map who can do that. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if we lose these guys because I can resurrect them.
I said something.
Okay, cool. I think that was kind of pointless, but you know what? It's getting us money.
Very good.
Which is good, and again, we're getting the smallest amount of lumber here. You know what? Get improved masonry. Do it, so that we don't have to worry about it later. All right, once again, let us wait for mana.
Complete.
All right, yeah, improved masonry, that's right. Yeah, we're doing some weird min-maxing here. I think missions like this are exactly the ones where you want to do that.
Say the word.
Okay, let's go ahead and turn on defend and get these guys into it. We can take control of these water elementals. Could also use them to go and scout out the areas further up if I wanted to. And we want to just keep pushing after this. Well, actually, he's going to kill his own summoned unit, I think. Okay, we're looking good. Again, we started at full mana as well, so... Get him, Water Elemental. Summon another one so I can take him. Nah, it doesn't look like that's going to be... We will not be graced with that. Alright. Yeah, I'll level up Flame Strike. It's the same mana cost, so I think that's how we want to do it. Let's get healed up a little bit.
Is someone injured?
I don't like the poison, so let's spam heal the guy who's just a little bit... Just stop doing that. I'll manually cast it. Again, if you're poisoned, they're going to keep expending mana on just the smallest amount of damage. I'm not sure which way is the correct way to go, so let's just come on down here and just keep killing these guys. And again, if I have to back up for more mana, I will, but I don't want to do that. All right, so we got a nice little clump here. Okay, make sure you're healing. Yeah, and look at how much extra damage that does on Flame Strike. Again, as long as we're using it judicially, I think that was the right choice. Siphon mana, again, there's a mana fountain. Granted, I'd have to min-max significantly to get back to it, but... Hey, look, more lumber. Excuse me.
I'll do my best.
So I'm deciding how I want to approach this. Again, this is a long mission just because there's a long micro section and then a macro section. There's just like a lot of stuff to do. Let's do this. We can control the water elemental. And then we can use the water elemental to engage the next set of units. Okay.
What's the holdup?
Crates. What you got for me? Hey, Rune of Mana's perfect right now, so we don't have to back up.
Do my best.
It's good for our priests.
Outstanding. My pleasure.
And then let's just engage the next group with the water elemental, like I mentioned, before it despawns. Even if it's level 1, I'll take it.
Outstanding. It shall be
so I know there's a group up here. Is there another group just hanging out right on the edge? No. Okay, so I forget, do we get Naga reinforcements on this? I know they show up, but I don't know if you actually get units or not. Hey, get in there and heal our guys. Alright, this is acceptable. These guys will get injured, but we got our priests up here. See, this priest is healing the other priest who's barely taking any damage. It might be better to just individually target what's getting healed.
It shall be done.
Okay, cool. A Tome of Strength, I'll take it. I don't think I missed anything behind trees or anything like that.
I feel edgy.
So onwards and upwards.
My pleasure.
Still got our tiny castle. I have not used my Scroll of the Beast yet. I suppose I'll try to find the right moment to do that.
Say the word.
Okay, let's heal up our footmen as best we can and then run with them forward, because these all do piercing damage. I would have expected those to do magic damage. But I guess not.
My people must be avenged.
Okay, get him in there. Got to flame strike this. Alright, and that's our second cache. Let's take this. So one thing that I might do is actually go for the bottom left before we go to the middle island, because we can benefit from getting these caches early. I think so much more.
My pleasure.
Rather than trying to set up the base and then worrying about it. So here, get out of the way. How long on the water? You know what? Let's just come over here and keep engaging, and then we can back up and pick this stuff up. Because I've got this water elemental. I want to use it as best we can. I haven't lost anything, which is great. Obviously, we want to get as far through this first section with losing nothing, because we're going to need to defend our base in the meantime. Defend is really doing it for us.
I feel
Kael'thas is at full mana. I still have this Scroll of the Beast. I might use this on a really powerful creep that's on our existing island.
We should move soon. I sense something.
Hey, look at the amount of lumber we've got. We're gonna have to move that. Well,
I'll do my best. My pleasure.
We won't necessarily have to move that worker up. We could just leave him here for all eternity.
We've discovered more hidden supplies. Very good.
Okay, so we have tiny buildings.
It shall be done.
What I might do is just bring them over to this island and drop them, but I don't want to set the buildings up because that's going to trigger the undead to start attacking us. Again, we're min-maxing our way through this mission so that maybe we can complete it a bit speedier.
Damn. We'll have to find a way across the lake to reach the outlying gold mine. Naga, you fought for the demon Illidan.
We are on our own now, good prince. I am called Lady Vash. My brethren and I come in peace to offer you our aid.
You have nothing I need, witch.
Is that so? I thought you might require boats to reach the observatories you seek.
And you would give these freely? Why should I trust you, my lady?
Our two races share a common ancestry, Kale. Now, against the undead, we share a common peril. These boats are merely a gesture of goodwill.
Then, I accept your offer. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, no Lady Vaj, we just get the boats. So what I'm going to do is just go, and I think I'm going to drop these items on the other side of the river, and then we're going to come back and kill a large creep. I guess let's come over and kill these crabs. Well, the thing is, again, I'm sort of min-maxing, but I don't know what triggers the undead to start attacking. I assume it's when you build the town hall. But I'm not 100% sure of that. So what I could do is probably clear out this island.
What's the holdup?
First, pick up items. We can sell stuff as well. Like these, these low-level, like, Maul of Strength we can get rid of. It's not really helping us directly. Anyway, what I'm going to do is drop this stuff here. I'm not going to build the base just yet. No reason to do that. I can maybe just put down the barracks.
It shall be done.
Upkeep might be a problem. And, like, let's kill these guys. Again, clear out parts of these islands. I want to clear out as much of this stuff as possible with our existing units and level 2 Flame Strike.
Orders? Right. On my way.
To me, again, that strikes me as probably the best way to approach this. This is going to be a tough engagement with a level 6. Might lose some footmen there.
My people must be avenged.
But again, doing as much damage now, collecting some extra gold, and then I'm going to come down into the bottom left before we build our base. Because the thing is, if we don't have to kill the undead base, I'm not going to.
Orders?
Okay, he's netted. I'm like, where's my other footman? We should be okay here. It's just the High Priests. So we might want to just go around the High Priest, tank him with Kael'thas or our Spellbreakers, and then move our footmen around the back to kill the High Priests. Okay. Heal me up. And we're stealing some inner fire, which is quite nice as well.
What's the whole?
All right, let's go. This looks like a good flame strike. And this coming up here is also a situation where I might want to banish the Forest Troll Warlord. I've got the spell, so it's kind of like might as well use it. Okay, we got a shipyard up here. Okay, and at the very least, we're getting gold.
Yes, my liege.
We should move.
Okay, he has enough to flame strike twice.
I feel edgy. We should move.
Okay, I'm going to lead with Kael'thas.
Very good.
Hopefully this doesn't go terribly. I think it'll be okay. Let's banish this guy. And then flame strike here.
Say the word.
And then footmen hit the High Priests. Okay, this is fine. This guy isn't doing nearly as much damage as I thought he would. Just gotta watch out for this guy here. Alright, he's no longer getting healed. He does piercing damage, so, excuse me, keep defend on. There we go. And then what you got for me? Rune of Mana and Rune of Healing. Cool. That's nice. And then we got to break some crates, and we can sell trash items.
Must be avenged. Yes, my
Break this. Break this. Break this. Gotta kill the huts. You know how it is. Again, let's free up some space.
It shall be done.
If it's a +1 item, I don't need it. We could just sell it for later. Again, for when we're ready to build our base, because then I really just want to rush to making units and getting these last things repaired as fast as possible.
It shall be done.
So that's why I'm doing things this way. It's just a little bit easier. All right, now let's go in the boat and continue creeping. I'm not going to build this base, as I mentioned, until I feel like I absolutely have to. So the more that we can do with just these initial units, I am absolutely happy to do so. If we lose some footmen by the end of it, that's cool too, but
we should move soon.
I just want the base building section to be quick, and I'm not going to kill the undead base because again, you don't get anything for it, and I think you're meant to really just focus on creeping on this map. All right, back here, drop them off. Very nice. Let's lead with the Spellbreakers. This upcoming enemy is kind of annoying.
I sense something elusive.
If I remember correctly, it's a golem, so it's immune to magic and such.
Outstanding.
So we want to make sure we're going to tank him with the Spellbreakers. The other thing, too, is he's kind of tucked back in this little area, so maybe we can engage him by drawing him out a bit.
Easily done. Leave it to me.
Okay, yeah, come out all the way out. Yeah, sure, hit Kael'thas, that's fine, too.
Do my best.
Okay, I will rotate out the footmen. You know what? I'm going to use my scroll here. Rotate him out.
On my way.
He does chaos damage, and he's level 9. That's pretty rough.
Of course.
The Blood Elves.
Okay, just keep rotating out the footmen. Ow, he's going to die. He got stunned. There was nothing I could do, dude. There was nothing I could do, dude. I really wanted to tank him with the Spellbreakers. No dice, though. All right, let's take this guy out. There you go. Oh, cool. We get our guy back. Claws of attack +3 is fine.
What's the hold up?
For now.
We should move soon.
And then let's grab a boat. And then we're going to go to the bottom left. We're going to get those supplies. Now, I could also consider going for these supplies, but not, obviously we can't repair all the observatories because we need more workers and such in order to do that. But, you know, I love how we're just stockpiling lumber at this point. That's just less lumber that we need for later. So I'm very happy to keep this up. I'm very pleased that there was that, Rune of Resurrection. Oh, this cough. It's killing me. Now, again, I could set my base up, but it's going to get attacked. So we have these tiny buildings, so there's really no reason, I think. There's really no reason to set that base up, because all that's going to do is trigger the undead. And at the end of the day, all we need are workers to repair the observatories and a little extra resources, which we're getting a ton of resources for just simply creeping. So I think this is an interesting alternative approach to this mission. Hopefully it's intriguing to you as well. Break and break. What you got for me? Pot of mana. That means let's use some flame strikes.
Very good.
Rune of mana for our priests. Yes, please.
It shall be done.
Destroy all the huts. All the huts must go. It's fire sale of huts.
My people must be avenged. My pleasure.
And this may be where we get that
I'll do my best.
That resurrectable ogre. I don't know. Here. Do this. I'm not sure if that's going to hit the Magi. That's okay, though. Yeah, we're going to steal your bloodlust. That's what I'm talking about.
I sense something.
Scroll of healing. Break, break, break. Pick this up.
My pleasure.
And how much does the... It's only 150 mana. Okay, well, we'll remember to use that soon. Can't break that.
I'll do my
More
best.
ogres. Again, I just might as well. We're still bloodlusted a little bit, too. Can move up with our boat.
We should move soon.
Rune of Mana is perfect.
Vengeance.
I don't even need it right now. We probably will need it later.
Hold up.
Break the crates.
It shall be done.
Break the crates. Scroll of protection. Okay, cool.
I'll do my best.
And then we can always backtrack for this Rune of Mana later.
My pleasure.
And then some riflemen, which I think means bring up the other boat. Bring up the other boat. And I guess we'll just backtrack and get picked up over here.
I feel edgy.
Feels edgy.
Very good. It shall be done.
So this is a pretty solid
My
group,
pleasure.
and I think we have to go...
It shall
Yeah,
be
so
done.
he's up here. I can see
What do you need?
these footmen will probably die. You guys stay in the back.
Get on
You
watch.
guys get in the front.
The Blood Elves await. My
And then we're
people
going
must be
to
avenged.
scroller protection and
My
attack.
pleasure.
I would like to steal Bloodlust where possible. We've got a flame strike here.
The Blood Elves await. Easily done. Watch and learn.
Okay, yeah, this guy does so much damage. I'm sorry, footman. He really just wants those footmen. I think this was worth it, though. Let's go ahead and use the scroll of healing. He's attacking Kalthos, which is fine. We should kill him before that. Are we missing because this is uphill? I don't think so. Rune of Rebirth. Okay, that was worth it. At the cost of 2 footmen.
This is too easy. I feel.
No Rune of Resurrection, but that's
By fire
A-okay.
be purged. My people must.
And then
be
whatever we're
avenged.
going to get for this.
Do my best. Another supply cache. We'd best retrieve it quickly. Vengeance.
Okay, we got a parry up. That's quite good for
Outstanding.
Kalthos.
By
Break
fire
this.
be purged.
And we got this. Now we have this really good ogre who can help us
I'll
out.
do
A Tome
my
of
best.
Agility.
Very
So see,
good.
I think doing this early
Outstanding.
is definitely the right choice. Because again, at the end of the day, all we need to do then is eventually hold out at our base. All we got to do is hold out in our base and build workers and ferry them around, and that's it. Everything else is totally pointless. So I am quite happy. I left, there's something back there I could go and investigate too. Looks like
What's
just
the
like a little
holdup?
area where there might be something.
I sense
This
something.
ogre here, this level 9 ogre, he has no abilities, but he does have endurance aura.
Yes, my friend.
So we'll use that to our advantage next.
What ails you?
I'm tempted to go and pick up that worker and go and start repairing this this arcane observatory. I'm not sure if that would trigger the undead to attack me. Again, it might just be building a base is what triggers them. I hate boats. I hate them. I hate them in this game. They are just the worst.
Edgy. Outstanding.
Okay, just more
My pleasure.
I'm your shooter.
What's the holdup?
just more of these fools. And this ogre is, I mean, we can heal him too. Very solid. Okay. I would, it would have been better if we didn't lose our 2 footmen, but at the end of the day, it's
We should
fine.
move
Lion's
soon.
Ring is +1
sense
agility.
something.
I think we just
It moves soon.
immediately go and sell
It
that,
shall be done.
and then make our way up to the upper left.
I'll do my best.
Doing all this creeping now, again, I think is better than
Move
doing it
soon.
later, just because then we can focus exclusively on... Can he not get in? Does he take... I think he takes 2 slots. I think it's just it has to do with the way that these units are currently in the boat.
Yes.
Oh, he takes 3 slots. Wow. He's a beefy boy. Okay, and then we have to go through the middle here, and I think we're going to go for this section. If we can clear out all of this, I mean, I will if I can. I think with this ogre we can do it just fine, and if I don't have to build a base, as I've said multiple times, that I'm not going to do it. So, there's the Scourge base. The least we have to, the less we have to deal with them, the better. And then I could also let me make a cut and go sell the Lion's Ring, because again, that's just a waste of time. Let me just go do that real quick. Min-maxing. Okay, now let's clear out the last area. And the other thing I'd consider is maybe just setting up at this upper gold mine instead. Could be pretty good. Okay, look out, buddy.
I am your servant.
And this guy's going to be our main tank. We don't have to really worry about anything else. Priest, that is not where you need to be.
Of course.
You are very important. I need these priests to not die.
My people must be
But I think with this ogre alone, we're in pretty solid shape. But yeah, I think my plan is I'm just going to take this gold mine and ignore the center island until we have to go and repair it. And then we'll just take boats and an army to just defend it while
It shall be done.
while it gets repaired.
What's the holdup?
And that should speed this up a little bit as well.
Soon.
I kind of like approaching the map this way. It just feels a little more concise. Ivory Towers, well, that'll be good for, when we decide to set the base up. We'll leave those on the ground.
Soon. It shall be done.
Free defenses. We also have our other units, or our other buildings, rather, that are still sitting. Ouch.
Of course. Right.
We got our other buildings that are sitting on the
Outstanding.
ground on the middle island.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, let's just kill all these gnolls.
We should
If anything, it's just for the gold. Okay, mana on our priests may become a slight issue. This looks like a pretty large group. Okay, throw down Flame Strike here. You're not close enough to really be damaging anybody, so it's fine. I'm going to banish here.
My people must be avenged.
Okay, he's finished up, and then our ogre guy is, you know, he's a little damaged. Rune of Greater Healing, though, that'll get him back up to snuff. And then we have one final group, plus a gold mine. I'd have to ferry the stuff back and forth in order to build the base, because this isn't how I expected to play this mission until now. It's a little too late. Okay, break, break, break.
Outstanding.
Pound of mana is nice. Let's get our boats up here, and I think what I'll do is ferry my buildings from down here up to here, and I'm going to build my base up here instead. And then we got to clear this out as well. So let me just, I'll do all this off camera because it's time consuming. Okay, items transfer. The only other thing before we get building is there is...
It shall be done.
The last
My people
optional objective. So let's go and do that. Oh, more rock golems. I hate them. We want to tank with these guys and Kael'thas, get in there, and then big ogre man. Okay, big ogre man is going to be really important here. Let's focus fire the level 9, please. Another Rune of Rebirth would be so flippin' cool here. No dice. No, it is! Rune of Greater Resurrection. Isn't that? No, that's not Rune of Rebirth, unfortunately.
It shall be done.
Okay, there's our hidden cache.
Hidden supplies. My pleasure.
Healing Ward is fantastic.
Shall be done.
+1 armor, I don't care about.
I'll do my best.
Anyway, now let's go ahead and get our base set up. I also brought over a peasant. How exciting. You know what I can do with this peasant is actually just send him down here to start repairing the middle one. I could. I also might want to come up here. Snarlmane? Since when is Snarlmane on this map?
My people must be
That's neat. Good old Snarlmane. I thought he was only in the Undead campaign. Apparently we're going to be killing him.
Pleasure.
All right, so pick up these. Let's get all this set up. We got scrolls as well. So we need Tiny Castle.
Outstanding.
I can't build there. I can't build there.
Barracks.
Shall be done.
Altar of Kings.
Do my best.
Let's go and grab the 2 towers that we know we've got. You can come over here and unload.
We should move soon.
Job's done.
Very good.
I have other items that I could sell as well.
Done.
I feel
Job's
edgy.
done.
You know what? Cancel that because we need farms. That's fun. I guess I should have started this a little bit earlier. All right, Ivory Towers. Now we come over here.
My pleasure.
What?
And now really the only thing to do is build farms. Wahoo.
Righto.
My people must be
Job's
avenged.
done.
Okay,
Outstanding.
like this.
My pleasure.
Pick those up. We could spend our money to make guard towers, and I guess we'll go and try and kill Snarlmane in the meantime.
Should move soon.
Scroll of Healing. Okay, well, we can use the scrolls when we go and attack Snarlmane. So drop the Scroll of Protection, pick up the... We have 2 Scrolls of Healing.
Is my aim.
And this is where maybe Ogre Warchief is not is more expendable. I could also wait for the guard towers to be done and attack under the guard towers. And in fact, the more that I think about that, the smarter it seems.
The Blood Elves are
Job's
ready.
done.
I'll handle it.
And then we just have to wait for 2 more farms. That's real fun for me.
More work. Off I go
Okay,
then.
finish that one. I'll just
Righto.
queue up extras.
What's the holdup?
These are just about done. So again, I'll draw Snarlmane under the towers. Maybe this is a different Snarlmane.
Sense something.
Okay, cool.
Elusive. Outstanding.
I also have these healing wards. I'd rather save those for next mission, because next mission is pretty hard.
It shall be done. My people must be avenged. Outstanding.
Yeah, all the way. Let's go. Let's start flame striking. Oh, looks like Snarlmane didn't engage with the other ones. Well, that's good. Again, if we can kite and do some wonky stuff, because he's level 11, so killing the Overseers makes sense, because they give him command aura.
Very good. Vengeance
Overseers, and then focus on the Blood Gorger.
must be avenged.
Steal his Bloodlust, please. Yes, Ogre Warchief. Yes, Ogre Warchief. You're really doing it, you know? We're mana burning him. He's probably going to drop something decent for us. Let's move on in and use these. He dropped nothing. How dare you, Snarlmane? And that's because he's not actually dead. He fled. He fled and was able to survive for another day. Okay, so now we just have to repair... Oh, bundle of lumber. Now we just got to repair this junk.
I feel edgy.
Pick this up, and we just have to defend with what we've got while not dying. That's it.
What?
So let's start harvesting gold and such. I don't need to... I don't want to tech up too much or anything like that.
Outstanding.
Need more farms.
My pleasure.
And I just want to mass repair this junk as fast as possible. Meanwhile, we're just going to sit my units here. Come and pick up your ring of protection, dude. We can pass some of this to Vaj next, pass some of this to Vaj next time. I'm just gonna start getting these guys going here. I really just need peasants, and that's it. So let's build two more farms real quick. When you're done with that, come over here and repair this one, and then I'm just gonna build peasants. We'll go and repair the middle one. Again, this is kind of an unorthodox approach to this mission, but I think it was the right way to do it. It just depends on if we're gonna have enough lumber to perform these repairs or not. And again, as long as we keep building peasants and then the occasional footmen, I think, but with the Ogre War Chief as well.
We should move soon.
Yep, and look at this. Here they are. Okay, well, if they're going to have to unload like this, we should have no problem defending. Okay, so they're going to go and repair over there. I'm going to take all of these, and we're going to go and repair the middle one as fast as possible, and then meanwhile just keep making peasants. Not you. Okay, unload here. Hopefully these guys won't get attacked when they're repairing, but if they do, I guess it's not the end of the world. Okay, so the faster that we can repair, the better, because I believe, yes, they become invulnerable when... They become completely invulnerable once they're repaired, which is obviously really good.
Must be avenged.
Okay.
What's the holdup?
So again, I think doing as much with your initial group as possible and not really even bothering with the macro portion of this map is, in my opinion, the best way to go. We're going to need so much more lumber, it looks like.
Ready to work.
Because look how fast our lumber is being depleted. So get more peasants on lumber, it looks like. It looks like it only takes lumber to repair and not gold.
All right.
All right, well, this is going to be a situation where it's just going to be lumber. I think it's got to be like close to 1,000 lumber to perform these repairs. Keep in mind, I was even min-maxing lumber from the beginning with these trees. And now look at the situation we're in. So we just got to wait for more and more and more and more lumber. I could get a keep to get improved lumber harvesting. Obviously, defense is not a major issue, so I'm not really going to worry about that at all. I wish there was a fountain or something here. And we're out of lumber already. This one's almost done. You guys can stop. Because I can finish up this middle one at least. And that'll give me eyes on the undead base as well. And then we'll just ferry these guys back to the upper left and we'll be done. I won't make any more cuts here because obviously we have to defend ourselves. But again, this is why I didn't bother setting up the base, because then we would have had to defend it. And there's no point if we could do most of this with exclusively what we've got already. Alright, 158. That might be enough to finish this up. Man, look how fast that depletes our lumber. That's nuts. I think we got it.
Ready to work.
This observatory is repaired. We need to move on to the next one.
Okay, now on the plus side, I also feel good that we've basically scoured this map. We got everything to get, as far as I can tell, especially that Mantle of Intelligence.
We should move.
Kalthos is in a good spot. Let's go ahead and throw down a Flame Strike right there. Kill these, Oh, that's bad. And they got my priests, but that's okay, because we're going to finish this before they attack us again, presumably. So. Okay, well, that was deeply unfortunate. And I have no other healing. Wait, stop. So yeah, those necromancers apparently, and/or banshees, they focused down my poor priest. I didn't really see what else was even came with that attack. I'm not sure. Anyway, this one's almost done. I would guess probably another 200 to 300 lumber, which we should be returning en route here. And yeah, this undead base really doesn't look that well defended. It's got a lot of stuff here, but that's part of the enemy attacks. I just, like, again, what's the point? There we go. Not too bad, and we got a little foothold here as well.
Hail, Lord Garithos. The observatories have been repaired as you requested. We were just about to...
I received ill news from the front line. Is it true that you've consorted with the vile Naga?
Well, yes, my lord. They helped us cross the lake. I assure you, they pose no threat to us. Or
They are inhuman and must be crushed like any other enemy. Be careful where you place your loyalties, Blood Elf. I will not tolerate treason in my ranks. Now I must return to the front. You will remain here and wait for further orders.
Wonderful. I think that was a really solid start. It's a longer map, that's for sure. I did make minor cuts just to save you from, like, individual minutes of boredom until the very end there. But, again, this mission can take a lot longer if you decide to destroy the undead base, which could be pretty fun, but, again, pretty pointless. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.